my name is Sarah. I'm with Fine Line, and today we are at the Yank project. With the Yank project, that is located in the suburbs, single-family home neighborhood in Springfield. Currently, only the parents live here. The kids already moved out, and they wanted to renovate this for themselves and upgrade everything very luxuriously while keeping the style of the home. So for the style of this renovation, I would say it was pretty traditional with a few modern twists. So we wanted to keep the feel of the colonial home without the dark colors, without all the wood tones. So we upgraded the cabinet color in a lighter tone, introduced a few warm gray tones, and only kept the wood color in the floors. So with this project, the goal was to create a functional space to cook in. So before, the kitchen was kind of all grouped towards this way. You walked in and you had different spacing here. The range and the hood were here. The sink was kind of over there and the fridge was here. So I wanted to kind of create a better triangle for them to cook in. A lot more counter space so they can prep all the food and cook. They do love to cook, so they use their kitchen a ton. So with that, I came up with the idea of, again, I love symmetry, so creating a focal point and everything symmetrical around it. So if you look behind me, we relocated the range center. We placed two windows next to it, the island across, huge island, an entire slab, and then a bar space and another prep sink space in front of me. So one thing that actually changed the entire space was initially we had this closed in kind of off to the side towards the dining room butler area, along with a pantry that's angled. Once we removed those walls, we were able to elongate the island, face it towards the window, and utilize the space as a big rectangle versus a weird angled shape of a room. Really what I loved about this project is my clients trusted me so much that they kind of let me pick most of the textures and materials, and that really means so much to me that they did trust me enough to let me help them select all of this, even though sometimes they didn't completely agree. But I think with the end results, it did turn out beautiful. My favorite element of the design, which that's not usually my favorite, but I do love this backsplash. It looks like crushed pearls. It kind of gives a little bit of shimmer in the light or without light. So to me, I think that was my favorite. So I consider this style traditional with a little bit of modern touches. How I achieved that is, again, we kind of used crown moldings. We used a traditional door style, but we kept it flat. And then with the accessories, again, going simpler, less fussy, and introducing a brushed brass, I think kept it minimal and a little bit more polished. For the material selections, we went with Ultracraft cabinets, Breckenridge door style. I know this might look white to you guys, but trust me, it's not. It has a hint of gray. So that was the whole goal. I was playing with very subtle shades and kind of playing them off each other. So the backsplash actually matches the color in the island perfectly, and then with the quartz tops, it has veinings that again go slightly darker than that shade. So I know you might think I'm crazy, but that's how I achieve all this. So we play on tones. I didn't want to bring in like any harsh tones or dark tones, but that's how we did it. So if you look here, it has like slightly gray, we'll focus on this later, darker grays that do pick up the gray in the island and the backsplash, and the very pale light gray in the cabinetry behind me. We also used Wolf and Sub-Zero appliances because with that material, we are in a semi-custom, a high-end semi-custom, and we wanted the materials to also match that, so stay on the same level. The warranty with the cabinets are, actually a lot of people don't know this. With Ultracraft, it is 100 years versus most cabinet lines are a lifetime. what's a cabinet lifetime? 5 to 7 years. So when Ultracraft says 100 years, it's actually really a lifetime warranted cabinet. If you come see me in the showroom, I can actually tell you what is warranted against, but we'll skip that for now. Okay, so for the lighting, which is one of my favorite parts, because we have these huge, beautiful windows behind us, I didn't want to have anything really intricate or heavy. I wanted to bring in the brushed brass from the hardware, like you see, but keep it as minimal as possible. So we went above the windows with 2 small dangling globe pendants and then matching ones over the island. Along with that, we also obviously replaced all recessed lights, under cabinet lights, and that's it for lighting. So you guys, the biggest challenge for this kitchen, we weren't moving any walls, we weren't doing anything. I was kind of already working in the space that I'm meant to work for, but really it was the appliances. So we had such delays that we were waiting almost more than a few months, we won't specify, for this hood and range to arrive. I know we were in the sub-zero and this delay is across the nation. So that really was the biggest thing in this project. Aside from that, I had beautiful, amazing clients and a beautiful team to make my design happen, and really it went smoothly aside from the appliances.